What's up? How are you guys doing? It's TK Profit from Profit Takers coming back to do a review on the trade setups that I just called last night, trading live on TradingView. Okay, so before we get started, let's get into the intro. I'm geeked. All right, let's go right ahead and jump into TradingView. So let's go to a higher time frame. All right. So yesterday, I showed everyone that I had a trade set up, well, multiple trade setups from, let me tighten this chart up really quick. Man, let's just go to the 4 hour. Pretty much from the 236 level here. And we had about 3 entries, one right here at the highs, one here at this level, and another one right here, all trading down to the 382 level on this fib. We traded towards this level because of this area here on the daily time frame. Okay, so I was testing this pullback to see how price would respond, and to be honest, I was looking for the highs to be broken right here in this area, and hopefully looking for a pullback to retest this structural level of resistance before doing anything else. Okay, so this trade setup was triggered here. The reason my stop loss was here because I was respecting the lows on this particular candle here, this bear candle. Everything worked out, played out fine for us. I end up getting another entry down at the lows. After this one was hit at break even. And man, right now it's looking beautiful. Okay, so this was the original entry when price hit the 382 level of the fib. Price went up. Let me see. Boom, here we go. Price went up almost, well, a little over 80 pips. Almost, is that 90? No, almost 90 pips, and then it pulled back to retest the very low of that candle. Now, when I used to chart, I would only include the real body of candles, but moves like this showed me you need to stop. So I learned to include all of the movement into price action when I'm looking at it and developing my zones. So with using that aspect, keeping that in mind with this trade, I was able to catch a nice move on this trade, and we got half a standard in on gold down at the lows. This trade is almost up $800, and this is really just the beginning. If price closes above these highs here, then man, this thing is going to make a move. Okay, I need to set up my TPs. All right, we also looked at pound JPY in last night's charting session. Right, so on the 4 hour, price closed beneath this area. This was our entry. Right now, price pulled back to retest our EMAs, and it gave us like 3 wicks. So at this point, I'm looking to see if price will continue to the downside, and if so, everything will go in our favor. All right, but we need to wait and see what happens right here while price is consolidating. We got price creating relatively equal highs here, relatively equal lows. So we just need to see exactly what happens. Now, if price moves in our favor and comes to break beneath this micro structural level of support that it created, I will take another entry on the same setup that I have once it is in profit. Okay, so I have an entry here and I have an entry here. Okay, we also No, I think those were the only two setups that we looked at because those are only two things in the news. We were already in Euro USD with the sale. Here we go. And what I did was I noticed something on the 1 hour. I noticed this area here. So for the past couple of weeks on TradingView, I've been talking about structure and structural breaks. And I've been taking my trades at the levels where you have structure and where it's broken. I wait for the retest and I enter in the setup. So we're already in this Euro USD trade. I just added a new position using the same exact concepts that I've been covering. Okay. And all of these things are available in my ebook. I go over in detail within my course, which will be 12 weeks moving forward because I added a meditation course. But all of these concepts are covered. So I have an entry here, another entry here that I did not put a risk reward tool on. Let me go to that trade so I can see exactly where my entry was. Okay, so I got a couple entries, two here, one here, and the stop loss was right above. Man, it came close to hitting this stop loss. Wow. So I set this limit order and left pretty much, walked away, but that was really close. That was really close. But everything paid out, man. We just stick to our technicals and let price work and move on its own, okay? So again, I told you I got entries at the highs. And every pullback that it created, I pretty much added another entry to catch this thing continuing to the downside. So that's another thing about patience. When your trades move, you don't have to close your entire position. Take partials, all right? And leave something open on your position. And you can catch the swings moving back to retest those entry levels. And you can also close those for profits and catch it moving back to the downside. So once you understand how this thing works, you can really play and catch multiple swings. But the biggest part is being patient. Okay. So what was that? Let's go. Okay. So right now, let me go to that 1 hour and add this really quick. I'll just get the entries that I got at the low. Okay. So it looks like we got a solid rejection at this 50 fib. I think I found a zone on the 2 hour. Was it? No. Okay, so I was looking for the lows to be at least broken or retested here. If so, we have this 382 level right here on the fib where we could possibly see some type of movement. And if it chooses to continue, we have multiple levels that need to be retested underneath the lows here. But I'm looking at just playing the lows right here at this 382 level on the fib. And if price does continue, I'll wait for that break and I'll enter again on the same method, which is pretty much a retest. All right. So I'm just going to play the lows because I don't want to get too excited. I'm going to play the lows here and the lows down here at this area. Okay. We also took pound USD. Man, this thing is going nuts. So last week during the news, I tell you guys I like to play the news because I like high volatility pairs. It's like an adrenaline rush. Okay. So I saw this move, this wick, it retested. Let me go to the 4 hour and show you guys. That was one crazy move. Okay, so there's this double top up here. And the same area that I've been pretty much pointing out for the past month. All of these videos are recorded in my stream section. Let me show you guys, and I'll come back. So if you want to follow me and watch me when I stream these videos live, you have to follow me on TradingView. Computer, don't you hate on me. You have to follow me on TradingView. The username is TK Profit. Whoa, look at that. 777. If you know, you know. If not, you'll find out. Infinity. All right, so right here in my streams, you have all of the videos that I previously recorded. This particular video, June 25th, this is the video where I called this gold setup. It's also where I called this pound JPY trade that I'm in right now as well. And these are all of the trades that I took for the entire month. If you go through, you can check those out. I also had some YouTube videos at the beginning of the month, and we made over 100% using 3% risk on each trade, and it's all recorded live so you guys can check it out and see for yourself. Man, it's been a beautiful month. Okay, so that will be it for the most part. All right. So before we go, just want to tell you guys that I am definitely doing great now, but it did not start this way. I only got here because of dedication and being persistent. When I would tell people that I lost or that I failed, a lot of people tried to talk me off of this boat. All right. But I honestly just asked myself, if it took me 10 years to learn how to make $1,000 an hour, would I? And the answer was yes. Okay. I practiced cutting hair. I was a barber. It took me almost 5 years to perfect how to make $15 a client. Then we went to 25. So it's like, look at all of the dedication that I'm putting into barely making it, really surviving. So I didn't give a damn how long it took. This was something that I was going to master. I made my mind up. I took all of the ups and downs, all of the pain points, and then I turned it into perfection. All right. So it's not an overnight thing, but it is well fucking worth it. All right. You guys be safe. Why fight to stay the same?